Hi, hello, welcome in. It's nice to meet you. Thought we could watch Father of the Bride 2 together tonight if you want to join. The first movie was a suggestion from over on Patreon, and I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was funny, and I liked the actors. I did enjoy the plot. It definitely was one of them a little older movies again, and but overall I had a pleasant experience watching the movie, and I think that it could be fun to see the second one too. And if nothing else, I like collecting the movies or kind of finishing them off in my own pace. Of course, as always, I gotta be in the mood for it. I have to see, I gotta a little bit crave watching something for me to kind of want to sit down and view the movie. I can't just I don't know, force myself to watch a movie just because I ought to for a video, or because someone really recommended me and told me oh my gosh, you gotta watch this movie and you gotta watch it now. I'm gonna be nah, I'll watch it when I feel like watching it. Please don't rush me. Everything has its time. Everything has its place. So, yeah. Father of the Bride 2. Let's start. That's one of the things I was thinking in my head. Are they still gonna be living in that beautiful house? And it looks like they are. How many years have passed? It's gotta be at least a year, if not probably more, right? 2, 3, maybe even 5. Oh my gosh, to lay in that hammock, read a book, take a nap. Oh, a fire. Oh, yeah, that would be a dream, living somewhere where you have a fireplace. We got one in the cabin. Can't remember when I last was there, and it was good weather to start a fire. World's greatest dad. Aww, what a sweet photo of them together.
I admit it took me a while to recover from the wedding, but eventually life got back to normal, which is exactly the way I prefer life to be.
Same.
I had a wonderful home filled with memories and completely paid for. A wife I love just as much as the day I married her.
Yeah, you're very lucky. I'm glad to hear that he's showing gratitude.
Soon I'd be a father with one kid married and the other off in college, and that started me thinking.
Empty house.
What was I going to do with all that free time?
Start a hobby.
Anything I wanted.
Yeah.
And that's when they lowered the boom on me.
What boom?
Well.
Oh no.
9 months ago, to be exact.
Is he sick? No, it's the baby. Yeah, 9 months, yeah. How does your daughter having a baby derail your own life? You're just the grandpa, or one of the grandpas. It's so strange in English that you don't have separate words for it like we do in Swedish. Grandpa on your mom's side and grandpa on your dad's side is 2 different words for it, so you know which grandparent you're talking about.
Brian called and said to be here at 6 sharp, that he and Annie have some important news to tell us. This is one of those moments, George. I can feel it.
I really like how in touch with his emotions he is, and is emotionally mature enough to be able to show them and display them. It's refreshing.
First, they're going to promise to come home for long weekends. Then it'll be a week every other summer. Next thing you know, we're strangers. We're just names on a Christmas card list.
He really lets his mind run away with him. I can relate though. I kind of do something similar.
Every time I saw her, I had to remind myself she was a married woman. To me, she still seemed like a kid playing house.
And there we have the infantilization again. Her hair is gorgeous.
In spite of myself, I had actually begun to grow somewhat fond of Brian McKenzie.
Aww, I'm glad he has. Is George just clueless? He doesn't suspect.
You bought a house, right? A place you can remodel a little closer to home?
A house? Is that it?
They're all hoping for
I thought you guys were gonna have a baby.
The kid is right.
I'm gonna have a baby.
We're pregnant.
They're having a baby. Aww. Why is he seemingly so shocked? We're back to that again.
Congratulations. Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Yeah, he's gonna have a little crisis with that, right?
I have a great idea. What if Frog did the baby shower for us?
Wasn't he a wedding planner?
Babies cost money, and the older they get, the more they cost.
It's true.
How are they gonna fit a baby into that shoebox they live in?
Babies don't need that much space.
And now to get saddled with a baby even before a career takes off? Why must I always be the only feminist in this family?
It's not anti-feminism to have a baby. What are you on about?
I don't shave, I don't have a job, and I'm gonna be an uncle. Is there something weird about that?
No. It just means your parents had a big age gap between the children they decided to have.
Sally, hi. I have the best news. Guess what? This is so exciting. I'm going to be a grandmother.
I am so happy that at least 3 out of 4 are excited.
Sure, I may have been a little out of shape, but I was still young, and I could prove it.
He's gonna make it all about himself. I should start lifting again. Oh, that does not look safe. Oh, why does he feel like he has so much to prove? Like, he has a wonderful family, a somewhat seemingly functioning relationship with his wife, right? He seems to have a career, a business. Like, why does he feel so inadequate? I don't get it. He has so much.
Here's what I'm thinking. I want to look younger. I think maybe something in here, like the hair.
Scared diet? You might need to grow it out first before she can style it, really.
Refuse to shine. Oh, when the sun refused to shine. No more. When the sun
Young, right?
Oh, totally.
That really changes how his face looks. Yeah, indeed. I hope that no one is gonna make fun of his hair. He seems to feel good about it. Well, that should hopefully boost his confidence a little bit, right? Is he gonna be on board now? Grandpa is all hip again. Don't... She hasn't seen that you're there. You might scare her, like, while she's handling the knife. Oh, okay. I was worried she was gonna, like, cut herself or something.
Oh, George!
Hey, what do you think? Can you tell the difference?
Can I tell the difference? What did you do? Is it permanent?
It is.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it.
May I ask what possessed you to do this?
Because he felt like it. Aww.
Why?
I also want someone to dance in the kitchen with me.
What are you crazy, honey? I'm not wanting that. I am a grandmother, okay?
Grandma can wear nice lingerie too, okay? Maybe just not wear it around the grandkids.
My. This is a new and improved George Banks.
Okay, that's a little sad if it is, like, has he not done this before? I'd hope he would have. Oi. Is the roof leaking water?
I say we sell this dump.
What? How can he call it a dump?
Get a boat, we could travel, and then I could get that Harley I always wanted.
Harley, honey. Oh, George.
Oh, he's getting ahead of himself a bit.
I think we should think about things, okay?
Yep.
If one more thing goes wrong with this house, we'll put it up for sale. You have my word on it.
As luck would have it, termites attacked 2 weeks later.
They're selling it? Can I please buy it? I probably have like $100. It probably is worth a heck of a lot more than that.
For the house, we pay what you ask and no more. But we need the house a week from Wednesday or no deal.
That's very short notice. Hey, don't yell at your wife or your partner.
Is willing to pay a generous bonus for whatever inconvenience moving too quickly may cause you, George.
Dad, you better discuss this with Mom.
Oh my god.
Would the $15,000 be generous enough?
That's a lot of money.
I shook the man's hand and promised to be out in 10 days.
Without talking to your... Well, I guess they did agree on selling it, so like, yeah, but 10 days.
Only problem was, I didn't have the nerve to tell Nina.
What? You haven't told her?
What are we celebrating?
I know. That's what I was wondering. What are we celebrating, dear?
Is he gonna tell her now?
Wait a minute, I thought the baby's last name was going to be Banks McKenzie with a hyphen. Wasn't that the deal?
It's an awfully long last name, George.
The baby should just be named Banks.
We think 2 last names is a lot for a little kid to deal with. And since neither of us want to forfeit our names, we've been coming up with alternative last names.
Oh, that's a good suggestion too. I have my mom's last name. All of my siblings and I do.
Well, I would venture to
I
suggest that
do.
Mackenzie
I
is a
mean,
good, solid
traditionally,
family
take
name.
the
I mean, the baby's just as much of a Banks.
I just don't agree with that.
Subject.
Mackenzie.
I would argue it's
Hey,
more
guess
of a
what? I sold
Banks
the house
than it is a
today.
Mackenzie, but... Oh, well, that will work.
I guess I just assumed we'd have a little more warning, but what do we have? We have at least 90 days before we have to move. Am I right, George?
You have 10 or what, 9? 8? How long did he wait?
And he threw in Mom's favorite dishes just to close the deal.
George!
Mackay Kalem!
I didn't know it was her favorite dishes. As her husband, he ought to know that, and he still included them in the deal. That is so inconsiderate.
Honey, are you sure you don't want me to take your picture by your favorite part of the fence?
No, I'm fine.
I wonder if he will end up regretting this, like later.
Oh, Mom, did you get a picture of the tree?
Oh, just a roll, honey.
Okay.
She took, what, like a whole thing of just a tree.
I mean, who needs this old shack? I'll look at it.
It's beautiful.
Dad, there's one more thing we have to do before we go.
I'm not going to dig up that parakeet from the backyard.
That's not what I was thinking.
They're gonna play basketball. Yeah. I feel like the memories of this place is like worth more than money can ever like be, or especially since they seem to be a healthy family, I have to say. Like they probably have pretty much only good memories together. Didn't we see this or a very similar montage in the other movie already? Do we really need to be shown it again? I mean, it's cute, I get it, and the music is very moving. Where is Maddie in this though? Like, were Maddie not along playing? Or we used to assume that he was too little? I really love her hair. Maybe I should cut my hair shorter again. I'm trying to grow it out again, but...
What perfect timing. We were just about to depart ourselves. Are we in a hurry? Oh, not at all. No.
What about the doggos?
Tell you what, the dog food's all in the refrigerator and marked. You remember the dogs, of course.
Yeah.
He's trusting them to take care of their dogs.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
See, George, they're completely harmless.
You can tell a lot, I feel like, about people depending on how they treat or interact with animals.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's
We're off.
I kind of get her though, like, I have a dog too, and he gives me kisses, and I'm totally fine with it, but with other dogs...
Uncle George is here.
Oh, yeah, he should just stay clear of them, I think. That would be best.
Need a good night's sleep, that's all. Tomorrow...
Oh, they sleep in the bed.
Okay, come on, guys. Get off. Let's go. Off. Come on, off.
Completely right. Doggos should sleep in the bed. Their life is so short.
All right, boys, hey, come on. No. Fun's over. Let's go. Come on, get off the bed.
No,
Come on.
that's not gonna work.
Get your filthy paw off my wife, you good...
The yawning of the dog was actually a warning there. A calming signal. Surely there are more bedrooms in the house, because this seems to be the master, right? Or whatever it's called. Can't they sleep in one of the guest rooms and the doggo sleeps here? A book about menopause. I can't wait to have gone through that and be on the other side of it and stop having periods. That would be great.
George, I have all the symptoms. I'm late, I'm weepy all the time, I'm hot and dizzy.
Don't be silly. We're still so...
But George, honey, we're not. We're not as young as you think we are.
She's pregnant. I think if I'm not mistaken, you can have like an increased fertility or something when you get a bit older, like prior to entering menopause or something like that. Is she gonna end up being pregnant? Is she and her daughter gonna have a baby around the same time? That's kind of cute.
And I'm sorry I've been such a jerk.
Oh, that's okay. I'm used to it.
That's kind of sad though. She shouldn't have to be used to it. But they are rather sweet together.
No, but she probably just wants to tell us what to expect, and well, unless.
Unless what? What? Unless what?
Well, unless.
Does she have cancer? No. It's not that kind of movie. She doesn't have cancer. She's pregnant.
I'm sure I'm gonna be fine. I hope.
He is not gonna be fine. If she is pregnant, I think he's gonna freak out even more, right? He's already struggling.
Kids, you're gonna have a baby.
I was right. That's gonna be such a shock.
And who, may I ask, is the father?
George?
Huh?
What do you mean we haven't done it in 6 weeks? What about that little escapade in the kitchen?
Oh, please, that was a stupid nothing. I mean, that was a moment of pure insanity.
It can only take one time. It's unlikely, but it happens.
Things like this do not happen to men my age.
They certainly do.
You know, regular Joes don't have babies at my age. You know, I was
Why
just
are you so
being a
concerned
grandfather.
with what other people do? Oh my gosh, he fainted? Oh, he's having a nervous breakdown or something.
One would have thought nothing on earth could have topped this moment. Wrong again.
It's a muscular smell that scares me. Oh, wow.
It's Frank!
We're perfect. We're healthy and nothing to report. Nothing at all.
Oh, Mrs. Banks.
You forgot your prenatal vitamins.
Oh, that's not very discreet.
Mother and daughter are pregnant together? Oh, that is fabulous. I love
It is really cute.
She looks so peaceful.
I'm so glad that she's happy with it.
George?
Nina?
Honey, I need to know how you feel about all this.
I think it's maybe a little early. Give him some time to digest the news and process it. Why are they... I hate this kind of thing. Like, they're showing completely normal childhood behaviors that are, like, age-appropriate, developmentally appropriate behaviors, and it's painted as, like, something bad. It is such a problematic view of looking at children.
Hi, everything go okay?
Oh.
I hope they're not gonna be judgmental. No, I think they're gonna be supportive, right? I think Annie's gonna be very excited. And
We're pregnant.
You guys, that is so unfunny. I mean, can you imagine if that were true? I mean, you
No.
couldn't be.
yes, it's not that uncommon. It's nothing strange.
Sometimes these things, they just happen.
Who knew? You know, it was a rainy afternoon and...
I don't think they need to know that. They most certainly know how babies come to be.
That'll be great to see another kid in cap and gown. You know, if we can still see by then. Now, at least going to the movies, that'll be economical.
I feel like he's exaggerating a bit, right?
At least you won't have to worry about us hearing him come in late.
That's right, honey, because we won't be able to hear, right?
Exactly.
I think he's exaggerating too much.
But here I am, at the age I am, and I'm pregnant. And, you know, I don't think that qualifies me for the Guinness Book of Records, George.
It does not.
I'm happy, and I'm feeling nervous, and I'm just very much alone. Well, anyway.
He does have a tendency to make it all about him.
I went after her, but it didn't do much good. I called her, but she refused to pick up the phone.
Probably best to let the feelings settle a little bit.
Fortunately, my daughter was kind enough to put her old man up for the night.
Didn't he say that they lived in like a cramped house or something, like Annie? They're living in a whole freaking house. How is that cramp?
I was worried I wouldn't have what it takes. That I wouldn't be the same for the next one.
Of course you're not going to be exactly the same. Hopefully you have changed over the years. Since you had Annie and then Maddie. Like, humans are not supposed to be stagnated.
Bye, Daddy, I love you.
Go up, see Mom.
Oh. Hopefully you can remember all of the really nice moments of having a child. Being a parent. Oh my gosh, they're really gonna regret selling the house now. What are they doing to the house? Are they gonna like demolish it? Like bulldoze it? Or like what? Oh my gosh, really? Why would you buy that? Just to knock it down? Whoa, oh.
Stop!
Oh my gosh.
I demolish house, build two in each place. This is a great piece of land.
Oh. Can't people just like buy a house to live in, feel good and happy about that? Why does everybody need so much all the time?
I laid these bricks with my own 2 hands.
George, maybe you should have thought of that before deciding to sell the house, though.
Don't bulldoze my memories, man. I'm begging you. Sell me back my home.
It's gonna cost you. He's gonna want to make a profit. And you're desperate.
Just another day ago, I turned down profit of 50,000 on lot. Now, you want to double that?
100,000? Oh, just write the check. Just write the check. Just do it. I don't want to see the house get crushed. Please. Just write the check, dude. I'm sure you can pay it back.
You win 100,000.
That is so much money. Holy fudge.
Would you mind getting your wrecking ball off my lawn?
Oh, sure. Anything you say, George. You're the boss. Chappie, come here!
Should they not put, like, the stuff back? Like the windows and such, too? Why is there such a music as if he, like, I don't know, fought some kind of epic battle and, like, defeated the odds when in fact he just lost 100K?
Then I told her I bought the new baby a present. That did it. 24 hours later, we moved back home.
George, grand gestures are great and everything, but I hope that you are also gonna change your behavior.
Hello?
Oh, the baby bump!
Still trying to redeem myself, I did the unthinkable. I hired Franck to surprise the girls with a double baby shower.
Why is that unthinkable? It's what your wife and daughter enjoys, or like what makes them happy. I'm still convinced he has the money for it, so...
2 surprise guests flown in for the occasion all the way from Vienna.
Wait, 2 guests from Vienna? The Storks? Okay, that's a little extravagant.
Therefore,
Baby
the 3rd trimester in the Banks family...
A baby doesn't need a suite. The baby should sleep with you in the room in like a bassinet or co-sleeping safely.
Nina and Annie were doing great, right on schedule and weighing in at 128 and 132 pounds respectively.
They're remodeling the whole thing just for the baby?
What we didn't expect one sleepy night was an unexpected visitor.
Is that Annie? She had a fallen out or something?
Brian and I got in a fight. I got angry and got in my car and didn't know where to go.
It's so good that she can come home, though. Not all kids have that with their parents, that they can come home when they're in trouble or dealing with something or having a hard time.
When I was leaving work today, my boss calls me in, tells me what a great job I'm doing, and says I have as much promise as anyone she's hired since she's been at the firm.
That's nice.
She said that she's been asked to select one person from my level to be part of a design team that's going to design the new Boston Museum of Contemporary Art, and she picked me.
Whoa, that's great. I don't know anything about Boston.
I need to be there right after the baby's born by October.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, you don't have maternity leave. We have like a year's paternity leave in Sweden. Maybe even a little bit more.
Bad exterior of his beats the heart of a 1950s husband that just expects me to take a backseat to his career.
You said that to him?
Of course. To which he said I was nuts.
You don't tell your partner that they're nuts, even if you disagree with them. He has a point, though, that a baby is a huge change, and a support network is very important, especially in a country that doesn't offer much help in terms of childcare, maternity, paternity leave.
And wasn't Brian the one who said you were a gifted architect and would move anywhere you got a job?
Yes.
And wouldn't you move for him if he was the one being offered the promotion?
In a minute.
It's definitely worth the conversations, though, because leaving your safety network and grandparents that can babysit and help you out, that is a big deal.
I can work out of Boston just as easily as I can work out of LA. And I don't want you to ever resent me.
LA.
Ever.
Those are opposite sides of the country, right? For some reason, I thought they lived in like, I don't know where I got that from because, yeah, I think they talked about LA in the first movie, but I was thinking that they lived in like Connecticut or something like that. Yeah, Boston is really far away.
And then I thought about baby number 3 and 25 more years of moments like this. And suddenly, I was tired.
Overall, you have done such a good job as a dad, though. You got this. But maybe you should get a vasectomy now. Maybe that would be a good idea.
We made it to July. The Farmer's Almanac said it was the hottest month LA had seen in over half a century.
They're cooking an egg on the floor?
Life was hectic, especially once Annie moved in.
Annie moved in?
And since Annie's doctor assured us that the baby was at least another week away, Brian took the red-eye to Tokyo and left Annie in our care.
A doctor can never assure you that the baby is another week away. That is not a thing.
Annie and Nina dealt with the heat by adding extra air conditioners to the house, turning our
This
home
is
into
so
the only
cute.
igloo in San Marino.
I love how they have matching outfits.
My mission was to keep them calm and comfortable. I tied their shoes, massaged their backs, painted their toenails.
Aww.
Taco grande, extra rice, no beans. All right. Lox, bagels, and cream cheese.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm getting hungry.
I found myself watching Annie as if she were a time bomb.
Ouch! What? Ouch. OUCH.
Oh. Oh, poor him, he's freezing so much. Oh, he's exhausted.
It's
Is
about
it
that
time?
George.
All right, everybody stay calm.
Okay.
He is the one who's not gonna be calm.
We got everything under control. What is this? What am I wearing?
It's the wrong shirt.
My blouse.
It usually doesn't go that quick with the first baby. Well, it can, I guess, but usually.
What happened?
Oh, sorry, false alarm.
Aww.
We got home just as the sun came up. The girls fell right to sleep.
Oh, and he has to head to work. Oh, that's rough.
Hello, it's fabric day.
Oh, want the fabric gets wet in the water.
Although I have no idea what he did there all day.
Do the baby back out, make the baby sleep. That's good. That's good.
That's pretty unrealistic that they would have only put on weight around the tummy. That's not typically how producing a baby goes, unless you are like one of the few percentile that win some kind of genetic lottery, or I guess you have an eating disorder and don't eat enough.
Mom, Dad?
I'll get it. What flavor?
No flavor. This is it.
Good. I didn't even get undressed this time. Where's my chart?
It's okay, just get in the car and calmly drive to the hospital.
Don't forget the suitcase.
I won't!
Oh no! Good job. Wouldn't it be best to just leave the suitcase like in the back of the car or something so it was always like already packed? Another false alarm.
I can tell
no.
the difference between labor pains and indigestion.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, Mom. Really.
Isn't it normal to call in first to the hospital and like tell? I feel like that's how it's done here a lot. You call in, describes your pains, how often they're coming, stuff like that. I guess, yeah, it can still kind of look like pregnancies. The body's like getting ready, doing the Braxton Hicks contractions, so you can come in to check. Oh, you're so tired. Is it safe to drive if you're that tired? Maybe you should, like, I don't know, take a taxi home. Oh, your fancy car. Come on. Whew.
Hello, Papa home. We got a surprise for you, George.
What is the surprise?
The baby suit is finished. Think of it, Bobby. After today, I'm out of your hair.
Did we come in on budget?
Close enough, George. Close enough.
Close enough.
Drum roll, if you please.
Oh, he's scared to open his eyes. Is it beautiful? All cute. Wow. Well, it will be like at least 2 years, 1 year until the baby can even like appreciate any of this. I really hope they're not gonna make the baby sleep in there, though. That is so cruel.
And here's the bit. Just don't go nuts, George. Just try to remember what you feel right at this moment, okay? In fact, do me a favor. Maybe you open it after I leave.
Yeah, that might be safer. Because all of that furniture looks quite nice, so it's probably gonna be expensive. Oh wow, look at that swan. And the giraffe.
What about it, George? You look a little pooped.
Well, I haven't slept in 3 days. I try to sleep at work, but I keep thinking any minute one of them's going to go into labor, and I just end up...
Totally wired. Vasnik, the best sleeping pill in the whole wide world. I swear by them.
Oh no. No, don't. He's gonna take it, and then it's when it's actually gonna happen. And he's gonna be like, out.
Don't think we'll see any action tonight?
Don't think so, Dad.
Hey, honey, how you feeling?
Oh, good, fine. Went to the doctor today.
And?
And right on schedule.
Here goes.
No. Oh, yeah, no. Either or both of them. Is it gonna be both of them?
Please pass the rules.
Oh, is it already affecting him? There's no medication that works that quickly.
He took them both?
You gave him sleeping pills?
Well, he said he could not sleep, but that too Vasnik. It's like, goodbye, George. See you next Thursday.
George.
Oh, that's bad.
Drop that boy on me. Am I moving?
This is gonna be so chaotic. Oh no, he's going under.
Oh, dear.
There you go.
Oh. Mom?
Uh-oh. Oh.
Nina! What? No, this is it. I'm not kidding this time.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How is she sure this time, though? Did her waters break? Is she having regular contractions?
Not to worry, we have no problem.
Good. Mom, then hurry.
Can I drive?
No.
The kid wants to drive.
Oh, George, don't do this. I am not a husband. I am not a father. I'm not a 911 man.
991 man.
Oh, there we go. All right, look at that.
Even if you get into the car, he cannot drive. Boy.
Wrong way.
Oh gosh.
Turn here. Right.
Oh my. Hey. I'm sure that things are not progressing that quickly. Oh. Okay, this is stressing me out a bit.
You all right? Now just breathe in and out.
Yes, thank you, I did. I'm just not used to all this haram business.
She was talking to my sister.
I mean, if it helps him too, that's just good, right?
Look who's walking all by himself.
Someone get that man a cup of coffee or something.
I have the chair for the prostate exam, Mr. Lemish.
He'll be out in a sec. He's in the John. Oakhurst emergency.
No, he's sitting down in that man's chair. Well, that should wake him up at least, because prostate exam.
Excuse me. Do I know you?
It's very important to go and have your prostate checked, though, when you reach a certain age. I actually don't know what age you should start doing that.
Look who's back from the dead.
So that did wake him up.
Dr. Brooks is in Maine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, Annie.
So they're gonna have a different doctor?
Nina, this is no good. We gotta get another doctor. She looks younger than Annie.
Oh my. What the fudge is with it? Oh.
Oh, hey, you're wearing sidekicks. Oh, don't you love them? They're all I wear.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, they're the best.
Aww. That should make him feel better.
Uh-oh. Here's another one.
Okay, let's go across the hall. I'll see what's going on.
No. Oh, no, I'm perfectly fine.
They're gonna end up having the babies at the same time because it hasn't been chaotic enough yet.
She's young.
Well, so what? So are you. Doesn't mean you couldn't design a skyscraper.
Oh, so now he's changed his tune, yeah. At least he learns.
Breathe out.
I can't.
Okay, worst is over.
You sure?
Absolutely. Coming down, way down. It's almost over.
Aw. Good job, Dad. Grandpa. She gonna confirm?
Your wife is in labor.
Yep.
Very funny. Where is she?
She's putting on a gown and getting hooked up to a fetal monitor.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
These women are my life.
I know.
I'm glad that he is realizing that it is not a walk in the park to have a baby, and women to this day still die even with modern medical intervention. It is a high risk scenario to go through.
Just Promise me. Promise me you'll stay with Annie, George. She needs you.
You know I will.
What about you? You gonna do this on your own?
We're gonna have a baby tonight.
I know. Isn't that just amazing?
Aww.
I was thinking Megan if it's a girl, and Frank if it's a boy.
Go check on Annie. Tell her I'm fine, all right? Oh, boy. These contractions are really coming fast, honey. But go. I'm fine. And, oh, check on Maddie, honey.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot for him.
Okay, hang in there, a little more. Stop on with that
Oh, that's
beach,
good. Frank is helping.
You're not gonna believe this.
She's not in labor.
She is actually.
Oh my god.
Can't they put them in the same room so he can be with both of them? It looks to be enough for space in both rooms, so just put them together.
You could stay with Annie.
Good.
And then I could check on Nina.
Fine.
And then maybe we could switch.
Yeah, George, we're bonding here, aren't we?
Oh.
George, I think I'm almost there.
Yeah, Dad, don't go too far. We may need you.
Dad?
Oh.
Dad!
That went rather quick though, especially for first baby.
Your contractions are really close together, and the baby's just not handling it as well as we'd like. The baby's heart rate has dropped. Now, we're going to watch it carefully, and if it doesn't go back up in a couple of minutes, I want to do a C-section and get the baby out.
She seems to be a really good doctor. Like, she's so calm, reassuring.
Dad! Is Mom okay?
She's fine, don't worry.
Does he get to be in the delivery room with her? He made it! Oh,
Ryan!
oh, that is such a relief. It's
Dad,
good. Now he can go be with his wife. But yeah, if it's an emergency C-section, then maybe you don't actually get to have your partner in with you.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about?
What?
I was thinking about our first date.
Oh, yeah. When you showed up an hour late for?
He was an hour late.
Actually, I got there on time. I told you this.
Never.
I didn't. I was afraid to go in, and I just stood there, watching you. Sip your water and talk to the waiter, and I just fell in love with you.
You find yourself infatuated with her.
And you started to drive off, and I just got afraid I'd never see you again.
That's when I almost ran you over.
You left her sitting there, and we're supposed to think that that is like romantic. That is such a not a nice thing to do, even if you're nervous. Like, I understand being nervous. Like, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of shitty. If it was like a whole hour, okay, fine. If it was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes that you're like, ooh, having to stand there and pep yourself up, being like, okay, I can do this. Just go in, say hi, like, be calm. That's fine, but not for a whole hour. I hope everything is gonna be fine, right? It's not that kind of movie that it will have a unhappy ending. The babies are gonna be fine. The mothers are gonna be fine. They will all be good. Is that his baby?
Dad, it's a boy. We have a son.
No, it's Annie's. Oh, here we go.
Mr. Banks?
Does that mean... Oh, it's a little girl? I'm presuming from the pink, because that's what they usually do, right? Even though it's just a marketing scheme. Oh, look at that little face. So cute.
Annie says he looks just like you.
Oh,
that's yours.
She's a daughter.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Cute.
Before we knew it, 2 months had passed.
Oh yeah, and they're
It
gonna
was
move.
time to say goodbye.
Hi, Mom.
Is the baby having sneakers on? That's adorable.
Bye. Okay.
I don't think I could leave. Like, job opportunities and all, like, really, really great. Don't get me wrong, but having a loving, supporting family, especially when you just had a baby, like, oh my gosh, it's so invaluable.
Here, I got her a going away present.
Hey, okay.
What is it? Oh!
guess we gotta go.
I was kind of hoping she was gonna have like second thoughts and be like, you know what? No, I'm gonna turn the job offer down.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
I feel like I would be crying so hard if it was me leaving like that. But maybe they've already been able to process all their emotions and kind of come to terms with it all. What an idyllic street though.
Okay.
Is he gonna go play basketball with... What is the third kid's name now? The little girl? Because we know the grandson is named George. Did they name the baby Megan after the doctor, or what did they settle on?
I don't look too old to be your father, do I?
Who cares about that?
I taught your big sister. I can teach you. Megan, you want to see the court?
Oh, they did name her Megan.
We can play at night, one-on-one. Just you and me.
And Matty too. Don't forget Matty.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries.
This makes me like, is there a third movie? I don't think there is. But like, I could watch a third one. I don't know what it is because they're kind of corny, right? And like a little predictable. But no, I don't know. I feel like this was a good time spent. It was cute. It was heartwarming. It was a little annoying. I laughed. I definitely got emotional. So like, I don't know, just a good mix of different emotions. And I feel like also a very good continuation of the first movie. I could not have guessed though prior that it was gonna end up that they also were gonna have a baby. Like again, judging by the movie's poster, I was making the assumption that Annie was gonna have a baby. But I could not have guessed that they were gonna have one too. And I just, oh no, I had a lovely time watching this. I hope that you enjoyed it too. And if you did and you would like to watch more movies alongside with me in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give the video a little like, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care of yourself. Bye!